Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to clean up your desktop with Claude Cowork. So I did this a couple weeks ago, but I want to give you guys a kind of a step-by-step on how I did it. So what I did last week or a couple weeks ago was create this folder called Claude, and basically through every single file that I had on my desktop, as you can see here, I dropped a bunch yesterday or 2 days ago, February 3rd, into this, and it kind of organized it. And the last time I did it was January 24th. So what I'm going to do is kind of update this folder, which is basically my desktop. So I have a few files here lingering on my desktop. What I'm going to do is just going to throw this in here like that, and then it's all in here. So basically what's going to happen is I have this folder with all my things, basically everything I threw in from my desktop, and I'm going to go over to Claude here. You know what I did was I have the Cowork tab up here, which allows it to kind of go in that folder and organize it for me, which I'll show you here. Let me zoom in one more time so you guys can see my prompt. And one thing about the prompt for Cowork, it's very different than if you were just chatting normally with any AI model. So this is a very direct and very specific task you want them to do versus a chat prompt, which is usually more discovery and a little bit of conversation also. You got to treat this a little bit different in terms of prompts. So what I said, hey, this is my monthly organize and tidy up and duplicate any old files. The one thing I didn't mention was what folder to work in. So as you can see here on the bottom left, there's a work in a folder. So what I wanted to do is work in the Claude folder. Remember, if you guys look at this one right here, I have it as Claude, however you want to pronounce it. But continuing on, kind of the prompt or the instructions for this one is put in any files or folders that you don't think we'll need in the delete folder. Oh yeah, I didn't show you guys this. So within Claude, I have this folder called delete. I want them to throw everything that they want me to delete, but I want to review first before I delete it. So that's another kind of minor instructions that you want to tell the AI agent to do that. So if you go there, okay, put anything in the dash delete. If I put a slash delete, that means it's a folder, but kind of just put folder in it. And there's also one last thing before I run this here for you guys, is that there's these flight dash prompt folders that I use to build out a website or build out a side project. There's quite a bit of them because every single time I made an update, it created a new folder for me to upload. So let me show you guys a couple more if there is. As you can see here, there's a lot of these zip files, flight dash prompt 112, 25, and a lot of these timestamps over that weekend that I was working on this on. So that is basically how to set up a thing. Let me go back and run this for you, and let's take a look at it in real time. So basically what it is, it's going to be communicating with this. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, but usually it's pretty quick with this Cowork, which is a phenomenal kind of pseudo employee for you, kind of an executive assistant or just an assistant in general for you. Pretty neat, pretty interesting. Obviously this does a lot more than just organize your desktop. There's a lot more features, and I will show you guys that as I continue to build out kind of not necessarily this series on LinkedIn, but this fun and innovative stuff that Claude is doing over there. I wanted to show you guys what they're doing, which is always fun to me to learn and grow as well in terms of learning AI and making sure I'm keeping up with all the cool things that could potentially save us time. So what it wants me to do is say, do you want me permanently delete file? Once allowed, no. I'm going to say no. I said to put those files that you think it needs deleted in the delete folder. So I can pause it, not necessarily pause it, but I can tell them a message in the middle of what they're doing right now. So perfect. And now they know that they'll move the files into that folder, which I'll show you guys once it's complete. Oop, I think they did create a new delete folder. I don't know. We'll see. This is something that I'm looking at right now with you guys, but this is something that you can let it run in the background and kind of just do your own thing, because there is notifications that, hey, if they ask you a question, it'll pop up a notification already on this window, so it won't show me the notification of that, but it's still going. It's still thinking, and we'll kind of just let it run over here. Let me see if I can see what they're doing in the folder in real time. Doesn't look like it's showing anything right now in the folder, which is fine, which is perfectly fine. I kind of want to show you guys when a notification or question they have come up, but done. Okay, perfect. Oh, almost done. Done with the moving the delete folder. So let's see if we can check out what's in the deleted folder right here. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, let's zoom in a little bit. So here's the here. Oh, there it is. So as you guys can see here, the delete folder was empty, and now it has a bunch of ones that we think I should delete. So part of the instructions I mentioned was to delete all the flight prompt ones. You can see here there's a bunch of these ones that I don't need anymore, to be completely honest. But let me see here. Let me open the actual folder. So here's all the folders in there. A lot of these flight prompts, as you can see here, I don't really need. And what I can do follow up is like, yeah, some of these ones are very duplicative. I can just go in and delete all these after I review kind of the stuff I want or stuff I don't want. But going back on track, and I don't want to finish. Oh, it's done. So what happened was that there was 46 of those files that I wanted deleted. Alias files, shortcuts, and duplicates, a lot. See, there's a lot of them that is unnecessary. There's a lot of these duplicate files as well. 18 of them, 405. Total size deletable, not too big, 25 megabytes, but if you're doing a lot of videos and doing a lot of stuff, this could add up pretty quickly. The folder went from 633 to 228, which is pretty impressive for now. Something really small. I don't want to get too far in the weeds on this one, but very simple prompt, very simple output. Now I've got to go in and do a little manual kind of observation on how do I want to delete some of these files. But one thing I wanted to stress was this is more of a instructions versus a conversation that you usually have with Chat GPT or even Claude Chat here. That is kind of the lessons learned from my perspective, is you got to be very direct and very specific on what you want them to do. There is a lot of other room for improvement in terms of the directions given to them. It's a very, hey, do this and they'll output this. I can probably do the delete folder a little bit more instructions in it and a little bit more focused on just give me the duplicates, because if I just say, hey, can you give me duplicate folders that end in a number, you'll go ahead and find 405 that technically is a duplicate. So why do you even need it? Why is it hogging up any of your memory or your space on your computer? And for me, it's always the desktop, which looks very clean. There's only a few folders on here right now, which is what I like. But yeah, some really small. But in my opinion, this is what AI can really help you organize and declutter your desktop and declutter any folder, to be completely honest with you. So hope this video helps. I know this is something that you may or may not try. It's Cowork. It's a paid feature, so you got to pay for this instruction AI agent for you. But other than that, that's the video for today. See you guys tomorrow.